Well, I've been doing this since I was a kid. I was going to become a mechanic. I love wrenching, lawnmower motors, you name it. I love custom work. I like designing. I like working with metal. Porsches are just a fantastic vehicle. They're just really great. So I started making custom fenders and custom flares, and from there I got into doing work for other people, designing different types of sheet metal and just doing, all kinds of fabrication. And that's what I really like to do. I had been secretly looking in the paper at businesses for sale. I hadn't told my wife, and I was just kind of looking because I'm the kind of guy that really can't work for anybody. I got to work for myself. And so this guy said, I'm closing my business. That's the one that's in the paper. If you're interested, I'll sell it to you. And I said, well, how much? He said, I'll give it $2,000. You can buy the business. I didn't have $2,000. So I said, well, you take payments. And he goes, yeah, I'll take payments. So I convinced him to keep with me as a painter for 3 months while I found a painter. So I did the body work, he did the paint work, and then I sold the work during the day and I did body work at night, and the rest is history. There's an 80-20 rule that applies in life to just about everything, and the majority of the techs, they were good at part of the job, but they weren't good at the whole job. You have bodymen that are really good at maybe welding, but they're not good at straightening panels. You have another bodyman that might be good at getting everything to fit, but he can't weld really well. Kind of like a Henry Ford design of disassembly through the assembly with different stations. We're the only shop that I know of on the West Coast that does it this our way. As we grew, the internet came into play. People started wanting everything at their fingertips. Amazon came on board, and so we realized that if we could come to your house or to the wrecking yard or to your business with a flatbed truck, pick up your vehicle, take it back to our location, fix it, and then drop it back off, people would like that.
Well, if your car is ever damaged in an accident and repaired through a major insurance company in this country, there are major state and federal lawsuits underway that you should probably know about. Auto body shops across the United States, more than 500 of them, claim that some big insurance companies have long deliberately skimped when it comes to repairing damaged vehicles. The lawsuits allege it's a scheme that can not only lead to rushed and minimal repairs, but repairs that include using recycled, remanufactured, as one lawyer puts it, junk parts to fix your car.
In 91, I had that first shop. In 92, I bought another shop, which was in Tigard. So I had a shop on each side of town. And I quickly discovered that the insurance companies weren't our friends, but I started fighting with the insurance companies by probably 94. I was getting into fights with these guys because I wanted to get covered for everything. I wanted factory parts in the car, and I wanted to do it right. The insurance industry made a decision in the early 90s to take control of the body shop industry in America. And they did it by promising a select group of shops in each market volume, where they would steer consumers into those shops as long as they followed guidelines to discount the work, put on imitation parts, and cut corners.
The shops believe the insurance industry is involved in a deliberate system to send you and your car to shops that are pre-selected by insurers to do the absolute bare minimum to fix it, even telling body shops to use used or recycled parts.
If you were going to try to maintain a high quality, which we were already known for in the market, and that comes from the custom restoration background I had, was every clip had to be done right. Everything, it was just, that's the way you did things. I recognized that I couldn't serve two masters. Either I was going to serve the consumer that came in and asked me to fix his car, or I was going to serve the insurance industry. And I decided that I was going to serve the customer. And of course that put up a big red flag to the insurance companies, and they immediately decided that they were going to do everything they could in their power to take me out. So they actively try to steer work away from us all the time, but once the work comes into our shop, they pay for everything necessary to put it back to pre-loss condition. And so we're kind of that middle guy that keeps the customer in the loop and makes sure that everything that goes through the shop is done right. Most of the regional supervisors for all the insurance companies are on my speed dial, and we've sat down over the years and we've worked out agreements where when a customer comes into our shop, they will use factory parts and they will pay for everything necessary. It's just a continual battle. I wouldn't have it any other way.